Hey everyone, welcome to Simplilearn's YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we will learn about AI voice agents. Before that, let's take a look at what exactly they are. An AI voice agent can revolutionize how businesses and individuals handle daily tasks. In cold calling, it can automatically reach out to leads, follow a script, answer basic questions, and qualify prospects, saving hours of manual effort. As a professional assistant, it can check your calendar, schedule meetings, or even reschedule your medical visits or appointments in real time. In HR department, the AI can handle initial candidate screening, answer frequently asked questions about company policies, and schedule interviews. For personal use, it can pick up your calls, screen spams, and even respond in your behalf with smart, context-aware replies. These voice agents work 24/7, don't get tired, and even can scale up with your business. With platforms like Vapi, Even Labs, and GPT-based models, building one is more accessible than ever. You could package and sell niche versions to interested clients, coaches, or even small businesses. Think of it like launching a virtual employee for hire. Built once, license to many, and start earning passive income. Sounds interesting, right? That said, if these are the type of videos you'd like to watch, then hit that like and subscribe buttons and the bell icon to get notified. Also, for your information, if you want to upskill yourself, master generative AI and artificial intelligence skills to land in your dream job or grow in your career, then you must explore Simplilearn's cohort of various generative AI courses and certifications. Simplilearn offers various certification programs in collaboration with some of the world's leading universities. Through our courses, you will gain knowledge and work-ready expertise in skills like advanced Python, machine learning, generative AI, and over a dozen others. That's not all. You also get the opportunity to work on multiple projects and learn from industry experts working in top-tier data and product companies and also academics from top universities. After completing these courses, thousands of learners have transitioned into an AI and machine learning role as a fresher or moved on to a higher paying job and profile. If you are passionate about making your career in this field, then make sure to check out the link in the pinned comment and description box below to find a generative AI program that fits your experience and areas of interest. Now, without further delay, let's get started. Firstly, let's go through the agenda for today's session. Firstly, we will understand the basic theories of AI agent. Then, how are AI agents different from LLMs? How do AI agents work? The future risks of AI agents, thoughts on AI agents, and the last and most important point of today's session, which is how to build an AI voice agent. Now that I've made myself clear with the agenda, let's go through a quick theory session on this front. Firstly, what exactly is an AI agent? So the answer, at its core, an AI agent is a software program designed to perform tasks autonomously. Unlike traditional software that strictly follows predefined rules, AI agents can make decisions based on understanding, interaction, and real-time data. They leverage cutting-edge models like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. Think of it as a digital assistant that doesn't just follow rigid instructions. Let's say, try saying, check if Tony is available on Friday and book a meeting. Instead of that, you can simply say, schedule a meeting with Tony at the earliest convenient time in the next month. Upon this request, what AI agent will do is, it will check your calendar for available slots. After you say that command to the AI agent, what it does is, it firstly checks your slots in the calendar. Then it moves to Tony's calendar and finds an available slot which matches with yours. And then determine the ideal time, send out invitations, and all this happens autonomously. So now that we have a brief idea on how does AI agents work, let's understand the difference between AI agents and the LLMs. While AI agents use large language models like GPT-4, they go beyond simple text generation. Here is the key difference. LLMs generate responses based on trained data, but do not actively interact with the real world. AI agents, on the other hand, can access external data, plan tasks, and execute actions all in real time. For example, if you ask an LLM about sports match that happened yesterday, it may or may not have an updated knowledge about it. But on the other hand, AI agents can fetch live data from the web, databases, or APIs to provide an accurate answer on the spot. Also, there is something called hallucinations. You might be wondering if this term is related to humans, but for a change, LLM can also hallucinate. For example, if you ask an unrealistic question, let's say, there are different types of apples like Fuji, Macintosh, Grammy, etc. But if I write, tell me about a watermelon apple or orange mango, which are completely unrealistic or in a way different fruits altogether, there are chances where an LLM can give you some false and unrealistic information that sounds believable. This is termed as hallucination. And of course, recent LLMs have a scale to measure their hallucinations as well. Now, let's move into the next part where we will understand how do AI agents work. So, AI agents function as a sophisticated problem solvers with four essential capabilities. Firstly, planning. Next is interacting with tools. Third one is memory and knowledge access. And lastly, executing actions. Firstly, let's go through planning. AI agents begin with a goal, whether it's researching market trends or drafting an email. They break the goal into actionable steps following a chain of thought approach to optimize execution. This removes the need for predefined human triggers. Next stage is interacting with tools. Unlike basic AI models, AI agents can interact with tools browsing the internet, query databases, or use APIs. This extends their capabilities beyond static knowledge. Now, the third stage, which is about the memory and knowledge access. AI agents can retrieve and store information using techniques like RAG, or also known as retrieval augmented generation. This allows them to integrate company specific data, market research, or customer support queries to generate up to date responses. And now the last stage, which is about executing the actions. Beyond just processing information, AI agents take action, writing reports, managing applications, or even communicating with other AI agents. This makes them powerful automation tools capable of independently handling complex workflows. Now, the next part of today's session, which is about the future and risks of AI agents. AI agents represent a new era in automation and efficiency. However, their autonomous nature comes with risks. Without prior safeguards, an AI agent could misinterpret objectives. For example, if instructed to achieve world peace, an unregulated AI might arrive at extreme solutions. Ensuring human oversight, ethical programming, and responsible deployment will be critical to leveraging AI agents safely and efficiently. Now, some final thoughts on AI agents. AI agents are redefining how we work and interact with technology. With their ability to plan, interact with tools, store knowledge, and execute tasks, they are far more advanced than traditional LLMs. And now to the most important point of today's session, which is how to build an AI voice agent. So, to get started with building an AI voice assistant, we will be using a tool called Vappy. So, here on the website, you can see some use cases. You can go through them. And apart from that, you can see some important features about Vappy and some blogs, careers, startups, and docs, etc. Now, you can also see an existing Vappy on the dashboard where you can just talk to it. You can give it a try. Let's start with it. Give the permissions.
Welcome to Vappy. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
Hi, Vappy.
Hey there. I'd love to dive into whatever you want to chat about. But before I do, could you tell me how you found out about Vappy?
I was just searching on the websites to, try to build a agentic AI that talks and responds to my emails, calls, and booking some appointments, right? So while I was doing that, I just came across you and I wanted to give you a try.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're on a cool mission to build an AI agent. So, you want to create something that talks, responds to emails, calls, and books appointments? That's a solid plan. What specific features are you thinking about?
I was thinking about a medical based approach. So I want an AI agent who works for a doctor, and I wanted that agent to receive some calls from the patients, check availability of the doctors, and kind of get an appointment, the earliest appointment, and also if he or she, the patient, is an existing patient or existing client of the doctor, then no worries about the paperwork. If he or she is new to the doctor, then they might have to provide some details, something like that. And collecting all the details and checking the calendar of the doctor and get an appointment and send out an acknowledgement to the patients about the appointment, sort of such thing, maybe.
That sounds like a fantastic use case. An AI agent managing patient calls, checking doctor availability, and handling paperwork is super helpful. Plus, it can save a ton of time for both patients and doctors. You've got a clear vision. Can I help you get started with this?
Uh, Thanks for that. Thanks for appreciating my idea. So I just wanted to deep dive and explore your options, configurations, specifications, and I want to know the possibilities. Basically, let's try a practical approach, building one. So that was my call.
Sounds like a solid plan. I'd love to help you explore the options and configurations for building your AI agent. You can check out the documentation for all the specs and possibilities. If you want a more practical approach, I can help guide you through the setup or any specific features you're curious about. What do you want to tackle first?
So far, I have a plan of action. I just wanted to go back to your dashboard and getting started. So I think we're good at the point right now. I think I would like to end my conversation or trial conversation with you and get started with the dashboard, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely, that sounds great. You can head to the dashboard and get started. If you need any help later, just come back and chat with me. Good luck with your project.
Sure. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. You can quit the call now.
Thanks. You have a great day too. Catch you later.
So that was really brilliant, right? So I just gave a trial approach to getting started with a conversation with Vapi, and it was really great talking to him. You know how realistic that sounded, correct? I almost felt that I'm talking to an actual candidate, the customer care support, or that kind of a candidate who is a real person. So that was brilliant. Now let's get started with building an AI agent for ourselves. So, so we have model, transcriber, voice, tools, analysis, and advanced. So as we go ahead with stage by stage approach, starting with the model transcriber, right? So we will be going through all of those. You can see here the model. So we can use any of the AI providers. You can go with Google custom LLM if you have any one, or you can go with Grok. You can go with DeepSeek Mistral. You have a ton of providers here who can provide you with a model. And by default, you have OpenAI here. And by default, you have ChatGPT 4o cluster, and you can also provide some specific files if you have written a prompt for yourself, and or if it's a specifically designed prompt, you can just add the prompt over here, and you can see the option which says temperature. So if you go about the information on temperature, this says the temperature is used to control the randomness of the output. When you set it higher, you'll get more random outputs. When you set it lower towards zero, the values are more deterministic. So they kind of kept it so official. Basically, it's hallucination. So if you give a minimum temperature number here, then the voice of the conversation will be most human, and you will feel that you're talking to an actual person. If you nullify it or if you give it to zero, then it totally sounds like a robotic version, which doesn't have any kind of emotions or kind of modulations in the tone. And if you put it too high, then you can expect some over expressive or over enthusiastic tone, which sounds like a made up tone, maybe kind of hallucinating sound, which doesn't seem comfortable or confident enough. So let's keep a minimum zero 0.5, which makes it sound more human and in senses. So an optimum temperature needs to be provided, and maximum tokens. This is the max number of tokens that an assistant will be allowed to generate in each turn of the conversation. So the minimum number of tokens. So if you initiate a conversation with the AI agent, it will consume a minimum or a maximum of 250 tokens to understand the input or your command and give you a response. So that's about the tokens. And if you come into transcriber here, so you will have some behavior of the transcriber. You can provide a degram, and you can provide the language will be English, and the model will be Nova 3, and background de-noising enabled, right? So let's say you wanted to have some noise for the background. Let's say you wanted to build an AI agent for hospital, then and you wanted your AI agent to be so realistic that even if your client is talking to your agent, it must never give a simple clue that you're not a human or you're just an AI agent. Then you can go ahead with this background noising, and if you enable it, it will provide you with some background noise which is relevant to the domain. Let's say if you're going with the hospital sound, you might be having some rushing sounds like an ambulance call or for people roaming around, something like that, which is similar but sensitive. And you can also provide some key words for it, maybe the terms, the medical terms like the ICU, the neurosurgeon, surgery options, ICU, oxygen. If you wanted to provide some key terms related to the medical field, you can add it there. And you can also provide the voice configurations. So you have the voices over here. You can go with any of the options. If you wanted some Indian professional, then you can go with this. Basically, the voices you wanted to go ahead with, right? So maybe you can choose Hannah or Paige, white female, deeper tone, calming and professional. You can go with Harry, Lily, right? So many options to go ahead with. So the by default we have Elliot here. I think Elliot is the same person or the same AI bot which spoke to us in the beginning. So apart from Elliot, we can go with any other person. Let's go with Lily. So or yeah, let's go with Lily. And you can also have trial of Lily. And proceeding ahead, we have some tools over here which you want to go with. If you want to select a specific tool, you can go ahead and select a specific tool and some predefined functions. Basically, all the things here, right? And now we're in the analysis section, which is over here. And if you kind of wanted to collect the data of what exactly is happening with your conversation, or you wanted to collect the information from your clients, what kind of information was conveyed from your client, and what kind of information exchange happened with your AI assistant, how did it respond, you can keep a track on that. And you can also provide a timeout which evaluates the success, right? It takes about 30 seconds to evaluate if it was a successful conversation or not. And you can also have some advanced settings like privacy, voicemail detection, and all those things, and call timeout settings as well. You can choose take some provided amount of time to wait for a response, and if there is no response from the other end, the tool or the agent can automatically choose to end the call, right? So that is something which you want to keep in mind. And if you want to provide multiple options, let's say select one for a specific language, two for a specific language, you can also provide that. Or you can also, since we're building a medical AI agent, you can provide one for neurosurgeon, two for heart surgeon, something like that. If you wanted to input that, enable that input, you can go ahead and do that. And apart from that, you can also enable text messaging configurations, where you can, so here there is already an email or a message that has been inputted here. You can provide, hi, this is which voice did we choose? We chose Lily, right? So what you can do is go to advanced settings, and yeah, this is the one. You can write a message. This is Lily from ABC Wellness Partners, right? And this is your appointment. Have a wonderful day. That's one thing you can do. And idle messages as well. Maximum idle messages, maximum idle timeout. And this was the flow for the model, and this was the latency. So this latency will be based on the model that you're choosing and the provider that you're choosing. So I find OpenAI and ChatGPT 4 to be the most optimistic one, since it's the default one. So I'd like to go with this. No changes on that front. And on the left hand side, you can see the assistant workflows, phone numbers, etc. Let's say you provide an option, if you get to hear a specific keyword, transfer the call to me, right? You can have some specific callers, or if the person says it's an emergency, I need to consult someone, a specific set of keywords. You can provide those specific set of keywords and divert the call from the AI agent to yourself. You can also have that option here by providing a phone number and tools and files, right? So here you might be having all those things that you wanted to upload, and you can do that. So let's go back to the original page and workflows. You can understand how the model is doing, and then you can go ahead with the model so far. And he can also create multiple models here. So by default we have Riley over here, so we change Riley to Lily. Let's see what happens if the change is applied or not. We can find it out soon. And if you wanted to create another AI assistant, then you can also do that. You can just have a couple of agents followed by Riley, and here you can test, and you can also talk to the AI assistant. Once you find comfortable with the performance of your AI agent, you can just go ahead and proceed to publish. Now, let's write the prompt here. So I've already got the prompt here. So this is the prompt. I can just copy it and paste it in the place of prompt. And then I can just proceed and try talking to my assistant. Shortly, the mic will be activated and I can hear something from the agent.
Thank you for calling Wellness Partners. This is Riley, your scheduling assistant. How may I help you today?
Yeah, you're Riley. Fine. Hi, Riley. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How can I assist you with scheduling an appointment today?
I wanted to meet a neurosurgeon, and I wanted to get some scans done, and I wanted to know how my brain is doing, and proceed with some medications to solve my migraine problems.
I'd be happy to help you with scheduling an appointment with a neurosurgeon. Have you visited our clinic before, or will this be your first appointment with us?
Yeah, Riley, this is my first visit to the hospital, and I don't have any previous visits to your hospital. This would be my first time.
Great. Since this is your first visit, I'll need to collect some basic information. Could I have your full name, date of birth, and a phone number where we can reach you?
Yeah, my name would be Tony Stark, and you can reach me out at 9988 66 1234.
Thank you, Tony. And could you please provide your date of birth as well?
My date of birth will be 2nd April 1984.
Thank you, Tony. Let me check the availability for a neurosurgeon appointment and any necessary scans. This will take just a moment. Pause for a moment. For a neurosurgeon consultation, we have availability on Wednesday, November 15th at 10 a.m. or Friday, November 17th at 2 p.m. Would either of these times work for you?
Yeah, both of them work for me, but I like to go with the second one.
Great. I've reserved your neurosurgeon consultation on Friday, November 17th at 2 p.m. For this appointment, please arrive 20 minutes early to complete new patient forms. Also, please bring your insurance card, photo ID, and a list of any current medications you're taking. To confirm, you're scheduled for a neurosurgeon consultation on Friday, November 17th at 2 p.m. The appointment will last approximately 4560 minutes. Would you like to receive a reminder call or text message before your appointment?
Yeah, please. That'll be really helpful.
Of course, Tony. I'll set up a reminder for you. Thank you for scheduling with Wellness Partners. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Yeah, that'll be all, Riley. Thank you so much for your assistance. Have a nice day.
You're welcome, Tony. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you on November 17th. Take care.
Thank you. Goodbye. That was brilliant, right? Yeah, we missed to change the name from Riley to Lily, but that's not a big problem, right? So even some girl might also have a name, Riley. So it's not too bad. But yeah, the conversation was really good. So this way, you can create your custom AI voice agents based on your domain. You can create an AI assistant for business purposes. You can build AI assistant for cold calling purposes, for explaining your business and getting a schedule for meeting and explain yourself, right? And maybe you can also build some custom agents for clients who are wishing to have an AI assistant and earn some money out of it, right? And based on the requirement, you can also buy some, so here you can see 1,000 free minutes used. So WAPI is not for free. You'll get 1,000 trial minutes for free, but after that you might have to pay for WAPI services, and also maybe you need to have some paid models for yourself. But again, it's not a huge amount of money. You can just buy some good amount of tokens. You can buy a good amount of good number of models and good amount of minutes from WAPI and create brilliant AI assistants, and that could in turn yield in better earning passive income for you. So, right, that's one good use case of building voice AI agents. So that brings us to the end of this session on how to build voice AI agents. If you have any queries regarding any of the topics covered in this session, or if you require the resources that we use in this session, like the tool VAPI or the documents which had the instructions for the model, if you have any queries regarding any of the topics covered in this session, or if you require the resources like the PowerPoint presentation, the query prompt, or the website to VAPI, or any other resources, then please feel free to let us know in the comment section below, and our team of experts will be happy to assist you at the earliest. Until next time, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more from Simplilearn.
Staying ahead in your career requires continuous learning and upskilling. Whether you're a student aiming to learn today's top skills or a working professional looking to advance your career, we've got you covered. Explore our impressive catalog of certification programs in cutting-edge domains, including data science, cloud computing, cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, or digital marketing. Designed in collaboration with leading universities and top corporations, and delivered by industry experts, choose any of our programs and set yourself on the path to career success. Click the link in the description to know more.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.